Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be talking about The Weekend Away by Sarah Alderson. So The Weekend Away, the reason why I decided to check out The Weekend Away is because, well, Netflix has adapted this book into a movie starring my favorite, Leighton Meester, the one and only Queen Bee. I really miss her. I really want to see her again on TV or in movies. I think she's a terrific actress and I really wish that Netflix would put her in more projects because she's amazing. If you watch Gossip Girl, if you're a fan, she's like literally the best part. Even in some of the bad Gossip Girl seasons, she's still the best thing about it. I'm just a fan. So we're going to talk about this book, The Weekend Away. So the story is told from a perspective of Orla, who has been invited by her friend Kate to something of a mid-divorce vacation to Lisbon. Orla and Kate lived very different lives and they have very different personalities, and as well established in the first few pages, Kate is a bit of a party girl and very free-spirited, very confident, very sexy, whereas Orla felt like she has lost all of that sexiness after she gave birth to a baby that she's trying so hard to get after like numerous IVF trials and everything, and that she's finally have a baby and she's happy to be a mom. But then their girls' getaway took a turn when the morning after their partying at a bar, Kate went missing, and that, Orla is trying to find Kate, and then it took another turn when the police found Kate's body, and then it became a murder mystery and Orla becomes the main suspect. I love how we have a main character that is not conventionally attractive, and that she's constantly second-guessing herself and questioning her own physicality in contrast to her conventionally beautiful friend, and that she felt like maybe she should let loose. However, we can see that Kate is a little bit of a loose cannon, and that being Kate is not all joy. I really enjoyed actually the story. However, since this is after all a mystery, a thriller, I did not feel like it works as much because I was able to guess the mystery from like the first 50 pages, like I can tell. I think you can guess. If you read a lot of thriller or maybe like you read some thriller that has like way better plot twists, this one is not really gonna blow you away. So I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it to you because one of the big issues that I have with this book involves with the big spoilers. So if you want to read this book, I suggest you go ahead. I think you might enjoy it. I'm not saying that this book is bad at all. I think this book is well written. I think this book is good. The issue that I have with this book is a personal one with my own reading habit. So I'm gonna go ahead and spoil this story for you. After Orla did some investigation and then she uncovered Kate's phone, she realized that Kate has been having an affair with her husband for years. The three of them were friends in uni. It turns out that Kate always has feelings for her husband Rob, but Kate has always been like, Rob is just a bit too old school for me. I don't like him. In the beginning of the story, Orla already said that Rob thinks Kate is too wild, and I can already tell that man's lying. The red flag is that Orla already said that when she's trying hard to have a baby, and also after she had a baby, she constantly felt insecure about her looks. She felt like she's not sexy enough, and that even when her husband is like trying to reignite their passion, their marital relationship, she's always pushing him away. Wow, this guy is so oddly loyal to you. Are you sure he's not getting it somewhere else? Yeah, that was like the first sign that I could say. I feel like it doesn't make any sense. Revelation number one, Rob has been having an affair with Kate for a long time. I think even before Orla's pregnancy. So I was like, I don't think it's a bad twist at all, and I don't think it's badly done. I think it's a good twist, and I think it's a very well done twist. Again, I would like to emphasize, this problem is with me. I think it's because I have read other thrillers that have like a more powerful and more like twist that makes me literally scream out, oh yeah, your husband has been secretly having an affair with the person who died. Yeah, not so strange. I mean, I've had stranger twist coming to me. I think it was a very well set up revelation. So I wouldn't put it past Sarah Alderson. I think she did a good job. The problem lies with me. And then it was later revealed that, you know, Kate was killed by this police officer. Something happened during the night where Orla passed out drunk, that Kate has to go to the police station, but then one of the officer was making a pass at her, accidentally killing her in the process. Then there's another plot twist that I also see coming. The real killer happens to be Rob, i.e. Orla's husband, because Orla already discovered that Rob was actually in Lisbon the night when Kate and Orla went out to go partying, and trying to like persuade Kate to not tell Orla about their affair. You see, Kate was actually trying to get Rob to leave Orla by making it look like as if Orla was having an affair with someone in Lisbon, and that causing a rift in their marriage, so that Kate can have Rob for herself and also have the family she always wanted. Because in one of the text messages, Kate asked Rob, like, do you want to have a family with me? Like, the three of us, we can be a family together. You, me, and Will, his daughter, and Orla's. The kid's name is Marlo. Okay, so you're just gonna straight up hijack your best friend's family. What a bitch. I don't really have sympathy for the dead if that's the case. Anyway, so as it turns out, the final twist is that it was Rob who actually killed Kate to keep his secret. But then, of course, Orla ended up finding out anyway. Towards the end of the book, Orla and Rob ended up getting a divorce. But then the book itself ends with a cliffhanger in which Rob ended up taking Marlo, and it ends like that. Like, we don't know what happens afterwards. I actually like that ending because I have this one prediction. Beyond the cliffhanger is actually a much darker ending. Previously, I mentioned that Kate wanted to have a family with Rob, and that it seems like Rob, despite not wanting to hurt Orla, he actually want to be with Kate, and that, you know, now that Orla knows the truth, it seems like he doesn't have the reservation to like hide everything anymore. If you actually read the scene in the book, because it seems like Rob is like a bit of a psychopath. Both of them are actually. It's not really far-fetched to think that Rob would resort to a murder-suicide so that he could be a family with Kate and Marlo. And that ending is like super bleak. And so now I'm gonna address the issue that I have with the adaptation. I wouldn't call it bad. I wouldn't call it good either. I'd say it's a bit of a 50-50. And it's not even about Leighton Meester. I think she did a great job already with the role. They made some changes. Orla in the book is actually Irish, and in the adaptation they change Orla to Beth, who is an American. It doesn't affect the plot, so I don't really care. They also changed the location from Lisbon to Croatia. One of the person that helps Orla throughout her investigation was a driver named Konstantin, is from Albania, but in the adaptation he's from Syria, so a little bit more relevant to current situation. My problem lies with the twist. Now, it happens somewhat the same in the book, where Kate and Rob are somewhat psychopaths themselves, with Rob getting his full psycho moments towards the end. But in the movie, we have Kate who is being redeemed. In the book, it is Rob who wants to end their affair. The story made him seem like he's a psycho towards the end, but at the beginning you can tell that he's trying. In the movie, like, it was Rob the one that doesn't want the affair to end, and it was Kate the one that says that, oh, it was a mistake, I'm not doing it again, I don't want to hurt Orla / Beth. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, honestly. In the movie, they give Kate a redemption arc, Now, some people might like it, but for me, I'm not a fan because I've seen so many Lifetime murder mystery, Lifetime thriller that always pointed out, well, yeah, definitely the husband, it's definitely the boyfriend or the brother or the brother-in-law. It's always, the killer will always be a man. The problem does not lie with the story, but I just think that there are so many thrillers like this that ended up resolving in the same way that I just feel like in a social narrative, where are you heading with this? Why are we trying so hard to put like men as killers in like murder mystery and thrillers like that? Which is the reason why I thought the book did it much better. And I don't have that reservation that book is always better. Books and movies are different mediums. Some stories shine more in written material and some stories shine more in movies. Both men and women can be evil, but the story, the adaptation just straight up like say that, yeah, it's always the husband, like they don't even try to hide it. In the adaptation, the driver is called Zane. Even the presence of the driver did not really barely stand out because all I can think of is like, yeah, of course they're gonna make the husband is the villain, of course, like I can see it from miles away. They don't even try to make him sympathetic. He's the obvious manipulator in the movie, but in the book at least they try to like play with us a little bit. Like he seems a little bit sympathetic until like the last page when you realize what's going on. And for that, I really appreciate Sarah Alderson. I would like to reiterate that is probably just my own personal issue on this whole thing. Maybe because I've seen too much of that, and I need to go widen my perspective, maybe read more thrillers that has a more balanced representation on gender. So yeah, that's all that I have to say about Sarah Alderson's The Weekend Away. I actually would recommend you to read it if you want to, but I'm sorry if you have been spoiled, but I warned you. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.